Fuck.
What is the worst thing I could say?
They're turning all the friggin' frogs gay. It nailed the last time, and it nailed this time.
Yeah, we're going to need some nails at the end of this, because there's going to be a couple crosses involved, I'm sure. But welcome back to My Immortal, the sequel, as presented by we, the Disinformed Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
If you want to know how much one man can hate life, you're about to find out, because this is a documentary of my descent into madness.
Yeah, we're trying to kill the poor guy.
Do we get rights on that?
I've been trying to do that for years. It's not taken. So, in case you are not familiar with our general nonsense, we host a glorious show that flees from your preferred podcast provider app every marvelous Monday, called the Disinformed Podcast. We will delve into a random esoteric topic and we lie about it if that piques your interest. And so, as a derivation of that, we started telling ridiculous fan fiction stories because Michael has a fetish that is very well documented.
It sure is.
And we continue to expand the envelope week by week, minute by minute, soul by misspelled soul. And so this is the newest installment in this ongoing saga. And it is My Immortal again. For all of you fabulous potheads out there. But if you happen to enjoy what is taking place on this glorious little show, you have a great way you can show us, and Michael's going to instruct you how.
You can smash that like button right here or there. You can ring the bell, leave a like and a comment, and engage with us. Please
get engaged.
I need attention
to us.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Right.
And John has got a long-winded string of sentences that he throws in addition to my rambling nonsense every time we do this.
Well, in most episodes, it would be even more on point, but I think this week, not as much. But we are not voice actors, except for Shane, who's actually been paid for his lovely, beautiful, booming, sometimes bedroom accompanying voice.
My luscious laryngeal pleasures.
Such beautiful
Michael,
music.
as Shane was saying, he puts together these fanfic scripts verbatim as the author intended them, and Shane and the rest of us, but mainly Shane, we read them as they're intended, or we kind of made a mandate last week where we're going to kind of, especially for Shane, because he has the most lines, because he's the most qualified, he can pronounce things a little closer to where they're supposed to be, so that we don't really fall off the road as much, and it hurt Shane a lot.
Well, but I was told by a selection of listeners that they apparently appreciate how ludicrous the pronunciation is, because it more accurately reflects the source material. Otherwise, I'm just reading bland fiction. So we'll see. I'll try to leaven it in to try to keep it semi-sane.
Yeah, I think we're kind of on the same page here, where you can choose where to lean in and where to kind of.
Don't tell me how to do my job, John.
I'm not a producer.
Who's the voice actor?
Not me, not you, not Shane.
Who's the gatekeeper?
So the insane pain lays mainly on Shane, as we have proven in previous installments.
What I wanted to say, or to finish off the bit.
Get to it.
Please,
I know you said it was
forever.
long-winded, and it is, because this will be we're going to heavily lean on our resources this week. The difference between the original My Immortal and this read is that when we did My Immortal, the original My Immortal, it was just on the podcast. There wasn't a video cast with it, and we couldn't share the script as it was being read. But for these first couple chapters of this week, we're going to kind of do a little read along, because Shane is the only speaking role for the first two chapters of this week's read. And I feel like you guys should see his pain. Or at least some of it.
Sure. Yeah.
And we can do a vote. You can tell me to take the goofy stuff off the screen. I don't care.
I mean, I'm going to be enduring torment, so I'm not going to pay attention to what you're doing.
Right.
But,
Well, I
It's
think
got
that
to
was
be
the
on
bit.
a
I don't think
different
that,
plane of existence.
yeah. Did I miss anything?
no, I think you managed to get around to it.
You look like you're ready to be heard again.
So, if I've proven nothing over the course of this show is that I very routinely quote Tarantino. So allow me to give you a little soupçon of where my head is at. But go and grab a jug of that red stuff, Miss Your Candy, because we're drinking tonight.
Was that soda pop?
This is cranberry juice.
What, you got your period?
Also a quote for those who are not playing
Yes,
their home game.
thank you.
Okay.
I haven't
What
bled.
is a movie?
I haven't bled out of my front bottom in quite some time.
Oh, that's a relief.
You'd
Oh,
think.
God.
This is
I'm
a
so
soda
ready
pop.
for the after dark.
I was gonna say, full disclosure, we're really slap happy because we, as a podcast, just disintegrated
Ugh.
on the outro of this week's episode.
We disintegrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
still point
royal
that
we.
She
figure.
disintegrated.
Anyway, this is not the after dark. If you want to hear about that nonsense, tune in on Friday.
Yeah, let's not prolong the agony any more than we
Yeah.
already have.
Would you like me to share
No,
the
I
screen?
want you to shut up. Is what I want.
Okay,
That's,
well,
if you
I
can
can do
manage
that
to
for a
facilitate that
considerable
for me
amount
for
of time.
5 seconds.
I doubt that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you my Immortal, the Squeakquel. Chapter 8. Me freaking good, the cliffhanger with teens. I bet you're so excited for the next bit. Well, fuck you, here's an exceptional break from the story. I press net to you a very interesting essay on mineral water. I did my best spelling and everything. JK, I just got Raven to write it for me while I read it out to her lols. Mineral water, the true beauty of grace and life. Or the true beauty and grace of life. I don't know how to read actual words any longer.
You're so used to trash that reading real words is hard again.
Tell me about the rabbits, Lenny.
I like petting on George.
So, mineral water is water that has minerals. Duh. Like ions and shit. It can also have, like, gases in it, which makes it sparkling water. Or effervescent, as the smarty pants scientists like to call it. Like, a long time ago, mineral water was used and consumed at the source at places like spas, baths, or wells. But we don't do that anymore because it's fucking weird. Like, seriously. Ever heard of a person going to the mountains to bathe in mineral water? Source in our time? In a mineral water source in our time? They would be such a loser. Prep. But today, we just bottle that shit for people to drink. I mean, who the fuck's going to travel to God knows where just for some lame mineral water? Only a stupid prep would do that to get attention and look cool. Fucking preps. And as of now, there are 3,000 brands of mineral water available worldwide. Like, holy shit. That's a lot of different brands for just water. Jeez. What loser preps making different brands for the same thing? Like, what the fuck? Wikipedia says that in England, effervescent water is referred to as Vichy water, which is complete bullshit. The English refer to it as sparkling water. Like, fuck you, Wikipedia. I trusted you. The official Wikipedia is a complete poser. I'm only going to use reliable sources. Get it? Because we're talking about water. Like, ask Jeeves for my researches now. So, speaking of water sources, here are some examples of famous ones. Vichy, France. Spa, Belgium. Bath, England. So basically, you can have soft and hard water too. Before, I thought it was like the difference between ice and liquid water, but it isn't. Like, hard water is just water with a shit ton of calcium and magnesium ions in it and stuff. The EU says that mineral water is water bottles at the source with no treatment, or maybe just a little. They allow removal of iron, manganese, sulfur, and arsenic. Because that shit can fuck you up. Also, it tastes gross. Like, who the fuck wants iron water? Blech. Also, they only allow additions of carbon dioxide to make it sparkling, and not Vichying Wikipedia, you poser asshole. Thanks for reading. Give feedback, please. Story continues in the next chapter 1.
Michael, did you write that whole thing by yourself?
No, I
There's
didn't
nothing
write
about
it.
the water being heavy in there anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been 30 pages longer. I would have talked about the story of why it's called Vichy in France, of why it's called Bath in Belgium, or
You would have
Spa in
made-
Belgium.
You would
Yeah.
have been a real Klosterman about it, is what you're trying to say.
Oh, more so. Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
I'll admit, I don't know what to do with the, almost coherent sentences any longer.
I could, yeah. You actually struggled a little bit for a second. It was,
Yeah. It's difficult to try to, get back from dyslexic into, standard operating fare.
you know what it really reminds me of is like weights. You know, where they tell you to lift really heavy, and then if you change from really heavy weights to really light weights, it tricks your body to like making it just like even more difficult because you're so used to lifting all that weight. So you've been carrying. Never mind. Here's the next screen.
Is
again.
that BS? Is that
No?
or is this an episode?
I mean, I'm no. Shut up, Michael.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Shane. I apologize for my misconduct
I
there.
hate you all so much. Chapter 9. Oh, back to the story. 111111111. OMFG. Wasn't my essay on water so good? Did you lick it? Tell me in the revoirs. Now bake to the oats and story. 111111111. JK, her annotaire essay. A good raven to help me agent. Lols. Enjoy. Sudoku. Sudoku. The game of gods. All right, let's get this piece of shit essay started. Sudoku is a logic-based, combinatorial, whatever the fuck that means, number placement puzzle for old people and nerds. Also, people who have long commutes to work or whatever on a train or some shit. But not in a car. Don't do Sudoku in a car, you dumbass. So, to play it, you've got to fill a big fucking square, which has 9 other squares in it, and in each of those 9 squares are another 9 squares. You get why this game is for squares now? So, Sudoku is literally squareception. I'd cue the Inception noise right now, but that would make me look like a fucking poser, so that's just not gonna happen. Absence of Inception noise. Also, here's the catch. Each row, square, and column must contain the numbers 1 to 9, like no repeats or anything. It's complete bullshit. Send in the reviews of how much you think Sudoku is a preppy loser game for preppy nerds who like Britney Spears and stuff. I now have literally nothing else to say about Sudoku other than the fact that it sucks. Have a nice day. Okay, the story will be back next time. I promise. 111111111. So, buy old hype. Till then. Happy. 1111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111
That's a lot of hype.
Big.
I love this story, in case I haven't expressed that in the past few minutes. It's okay. Any further commentary from anybody? Any thoughts?
No, it just feels like we're in the eye of the storm.
No,
No.
no, not even close. You've approached the storm. You see the storm on the horizon. You're like, maybe I should seek shelter.
How does one approach the sunrise, Michael?
Oh.
Speaking coherently, which I cannot.
Neither can I.
Seek
This-
shelter.
Beep.
All right, chapter 10. Turn the page now. When you hear the sound of my soul dying, turn the page.
Turn the page.
Lulz, I had to tell the truth now. I made all them essays to build tension and make suspense, but I think I can continue the story now. Lulz, Pells enjoy and give God revoir, and fuck you perhaps for not liking my essays. They were so good. I put a lot of effort into them. Lols. So fuck you. One. Prevoicely on my Immortal da Sequel. Inobi, Draco, Willow, Vampire, Bloody Maru, Dabolo, Snap, Dumbledore, and Hardred were sent through a vortex of wheat mojik by, get it, cuz by quiz
guys,
er
yeah.
so hot.
Yeah, we get it.
Brightney and then they were at Hogwarts Skull. Get it, cuz I'm Goffik. Of Par and Mercules with loads of preps and stuff, and they were Christina's too. Wick is fucking lame. So they went to buy Goffik cloths, then they went to class. But left because there were Christina stuff, also beat for there was breakfast, and they got in a fight cause Ref Dumbledore is so preppy and Inopi through Bacon at Preppy Debolo. Wick mad him cree in da oatmeal and Taebery and Draco had socks. And then Twed Dumbledore mad them cum in his orifice, tell them something. And this is that something.
Right.
Gonna give you one more. Gonna give you one more shot at that. And then they got in a fete, cause Ref Dumbledore is su preppy and Inopi through bacon at Preppy Debolo. Wick mad him cree in the oatmeal and de Ebery and Draco had sex. And then Twed Dumbledore mad them come in his orifice to tell them something. And this is that something.
All we know is it's called the Prep Gang.
He said intensely.
Holy shit, the prep gang? That sounds so shitty.
Said Inobi. She was like so fucking sacred right now. The prep gang? Hallo shit.
Hey, Abby, what are we gonna do?
Draco wailed as he began. Draco wailed as he began to cree blood red tears from his blood red eyes.
I dunno. We were burnished her by guys. The world stopping us prep, and now other preps want to hurt us even in this shitty dimension. Why are they doing this? What did we ever do to them?
I cried blood too, and we held each other, crying. Tweed Dumbledore just whacked as we cried together and signed.
Fear not, my children, for you are the ones of the prophecy.
What prophecy. Just pulling shit oot your ass now.
I love that she's Canadian.
I do love the oot. It's great.
Inabi torted as tears fell. Inabi, this is like the worst Mad Libs in the whole of human history. Like trying to do this stuff in the midst of all of the.
Wasn't you tort?
Inabi torted as tears feel down her cheeks, making Goffik red lines don her face, which mad her lock so sexa and Goffik.
No, I am not. See, when the Bible.
I just wanted to join in.
Fair.
They both hazed because der vampires and vampires don't lick bibbles. He signed.
Fine. When the Bible was first written, they put a prophecy at the end, which was predicted by Jesus's.
They hissed Agen.
Okay. Jesus Christ, these teens are insane.
He said under his breath.
They put a prophecy at the end, which was predicted by Jesus's BFF, Socrates. The prophecy states that a group of Molgoth teenagers from a hellish universe created by a strange teenage girl with very poor spelling skills will not only save the universe created by a Christian mother who butchered a well-loved and cherished story, but the Canon Universe.
What?
They said.
Oh my goodness.
You can
Well-
kind of get the Dark Tower vibes now, can you?
No, the Dark Tower was good.
It's not just their universe.
I'm
all-
a gentler, kinder Shane.
That's right. Is that your mantra? Do you need to say that out loud a few times? One more time.
Words of
I
affirmation.
am a gentler, kinder Shane. Chapter 11. Oh, 1111. The story is getting so intense. Leave God revise, cause I'm trying to update this regulatory during the summer, or as long as it takes to finish, or whatever, or maybe not, cause I'm very busy being a golf and stuff anyways. The story 11111111.
What?
They said.
What,
What
the
fuck
fuck is the Canon Universe?
The Canon Universe is the universe of the creators. The creators have created countless other universes which are similar to their own or completely different. They were the creators of our respective universes too. The prep gang want to not only destroy our school, but our universe, and then the Canon Universe. If the Canon Universe is destroyed, then we will all cease to exist. Holy shit, that sounds bad.
Said Draco, sarcastically.
Yeah, is so fake.
Ebony shooted.
We wold know if that shit was in the Bible. Like, we're not sorry. Like, we're not stupid. 11111.
Yeah, are you calling my GF stupid? Cause I'll punch your face if you are.
Said Druck, all defensive and hot.
No, my children, I don't think you are stupid at all. See, the prophecy was taken out of the Bible during the final edit. In fact, the final edit changed everything in the Bible. Did you know that God doesn't hate people of the LGBT community and that he thinks women are equal to men? There's so much other stuff which has just changed.
Dude, we don't GIF a shit about the buble. Just tell us how we can kill these damn perps.
E-booby interpreted.
Hang on. I'm getting to it. Did you know who did the final edit of the Bible? It was an evil spirit who resides very high up on the prep ladder, the leader of the prep gang. And that is your second mission. Not only do you have to save the universes, but you have to kill the evil spirit who changed the Bible and diffuse the real pre-edit version. Why the fuck would we do that?
Said Druko.
Yeah, we are Stanists. Why would we help the Christinas?
Ebony retarded bake.
Real quick here, just show you the screenshot. There we go. And from one, please.
Oh, you want me to say it again to make it even more insensitive? I
sure
see.
do.
I sure do. I'll tell you what. Mhm.
I reckon you could. Well, Ebony, the post-edit version is against homosexuality. Therefore, thinks spy guys aren't hot. Do you really want to live in a world where such a test exists?
She den fort long hard. All dose poor by guise. Dies criminatoried against.
All right, come on, Draco.
Can you pronounce that a little more correctly?
Sorry, I need to catch my breath. All right, come on, Draco.
Or come on, Draco.
Come on.
Fine.
All right, come on,
All right,
Draco.
come on, Draco. Come on, Draco. Come on, Draco. Come on, Draco.
There we go.
I went deeper.
She announced.
What? Were.
He seed all confussed and shit.
We're gonna save them sexy hot. Bye, guys. Evan, if men's collaborating with the Christinas. Let's get the otters.
And that, gentle listeners, is all the torture we will subject you to today. But we thank you for being here for another soul-enriching and stirring installation of My Immortal, the sequel. Anything else we want to announce at the denouement here, friends?
For the bye guys.
I'm so happy.
I will say that if it's going to be a nonsensical bullshit story, at least
Language, John.
I think we're far past that. I will say this is even the
What the fuck are you talking about?
I dislike how the author of this fan, because he's intentionally, or they're being intentionally bad, but sometimes they lean way too far into being bad where it's not funny, but when he's on, they're really on. And at least the story, I don't know, I don't think, Michael, you didn't know that this was a crossover until you started transcribing it, right?
Yep, I did
So
not know.
We accidentally stumbled into grace here where we have a canonical, like we now that we've talked about canon this episode, where we have My Immortal, we have Prayers and Miracles, and they're intersecting. So this feels like a natural conclusion to me never doing a fanfic again.
Oh, you say that, but just
but-
wait until a week after you finish. You'll just be like, wait, I need more. You'll be scratching.
Well, we have
Got
lots
any
of
more than
discussion
fanfics?
about the Suez Canal coming up here. So.
Oh boy, howdy we do.
Well, yeah, that's it for me.
It's tit for me too. Well, for all you folks who are uninitiated, we have got content just winging your way multiple times weekly. New episodes of the podcast fleeing Monday mornings, and then we're back here on the tubes of you on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So you can find Fabulous Fanfic on Wednesdays and Disinformed After Dark, our little decompression video cast where we discuss the nonsense we just put ourselves through. So there's plenty of stuff for you to grab onto, and we hope that you have as much fun checking it out as we don't creating it for you.
Amen.
So, for another fabulous fan fiction, I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
And so long and good night, whilst I search for a baton. Go ahead, John. From one?
So long.